Card tricks, card tricks. You know you want them. You know you want them. It's why you clicked on the video. It's why you clicked on this channel to begin with. Because you, my friend, are a card trick whore. And because of that today, I'm going to show you a card trick because I have to. I have to. It's not because I want to. It's because I have to. The YouTube hive mind has figured the algorithm only works when I show you card tricks. So you know what? I'm going to show you a card trick. And it's a good one. So how's that, huh? YouTube, Susan Wojcinski? You thought you could hold me down? You thought you could hold down a technical person of color, of Cuban and Arab descent, just because you think that's right? Well, guess what? You're wrong. And you're not really pretty. You're kind of ugly. You're 4.5. 4.5 out of 10. So, whoa. You know what people love in card tricks? They love really obnoxious ways to produce cards like the Jokers, which is what we're going to be needing for this particular variation of the mystery card plot. So, of course, because the mystery card plot, we're going to need a mystery card, my friend. So the deck, we're going to cut it somewhere just at random. Why? Because we're going to need to put a mystery card between both Jokers, just like that. We'll get back to that in a bit. But what I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and extend your dirty finger and touch whichever card you want. Right there, good choice. The Jack of Diamonds. Sorry, I thought it was the King of Diamonds. But that's the Jack of Diamonds. Hopefully the crotch cam could see that as well. The crotch cam is a new feature that I want to have on the channel just because I want to add some diversity. And I feel like having a camera in my crotch definitely does that. So here we're going to take that jack and we're going to shove it in the middle of the deck, never to be seen ever again. But my friend, I want you to I want to remind you that before we started, I placed a card between the Jokers. One card and one card alone has been there from before we started. The Jack off diamonds. The Jack off diamonds. The Jack of diamonds. Now here's the thing about card tricks, my friends, and the thing that you need to understand when it comes to tricks like these is that they're hard. They're challenging. You need a rough estimate as to the moves. You need at least a basic understanding of how to do these. And there's no other place that I think is a better bargain than the Pigcakee Magic Academy, where $5 a month gets you 2 videos every single week going over card and coin stuff. You have access to over 1,000 videos because you get access to 2 additional tutorials that I don't post anywhere else. So you get 4 videos every single week, my friends. And if you're part of the Mentalism Academy, you get an additional video going over mentalism stuff. That's 5 videos a week. Your boy doesn't stop. The grind doesn't end, my friends. It's there. It's a perpetual motion machine, and I'm not going to stop. So here's the trick. It's based on a move that I taught on 52 Cards channel known as the monkey on top move. A couple years ago, Assad was very gracious in letting me teach this particular move on his channel. And well, here we could use it. We could use it in the context of a mystery card plot. So here is the way we do that. We're going to have the Jokers face to face so that you can do whatever obnoxious production you want, whatever cardistry con. I've never seen a vagina production that you would like to partake in. So that, the one that I did here is just a little dumb cut here. But at the end, all I did is that I flipped this packet over and kept the Joker face up in my hand. I know. It's hard. It's hard out here in the streets. But here, what you're going to do is you're going to take these 2 Jokers and show them as I'm getting a break. As I'm getting a break underneath that top card. Because here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn these 2 cards over on top of the deck as I'm going to lift all 3, take this top one, and put it underneath. See, what this does is that now this is the displacement necessary so that the card that I'm apparently going to shove between the Jokers, it's going to be a Joker. You see what's happening here? We have a card that doesn't matter and a Joker. So I could cut this as many times as I want. It's not going to matter. When I square this up and say that I need to place a card between the Jokers, look what's happening. I'm placing a Joker between a Joker and a card that doesn't matter. So when I square this up, right now I just have 2 naked Jokers on top of the deck without any cards between them. So I thought long and hard as to how I could do that without little displacements or without complicated moves. I had some weird things that you would have to do this. No, no, this is the easiest way to do it and the most child friendly. So what you're going to do now is you're going to have the spectator touch any card they want. And as they're looking at that card, in this case, we have the 4 of clubs. All I'm going to do is get a break underneath those jokers. So right now I have a break underneath both of those jokers in preparation for the tilt move. You see why you need the Pigcake Academy? If you don't know what the tilt move is, you're going to learn it there. You're going to learn it there. So here I have a massive break, and I'm going to pretend to shove this 4 of clubs into the actual deck. However, I'm actually shoving it right there between my gap, the fat gap that's created by the break and the top card. So it looks like it's going in. Look at that. Look at how good it looks. It looks like it's going right in the middle of the deck. Really, it's going third from the top of the deck. So that's the wonderful tilt move. And if you want, you could add this little addition by pressing up. Pressing up makes it look like it's going deeper in the deck. It's a move that I've done with myself. So now here, as I've lifted up on this card, I've actually taken the opportunity to get a break underneath the 3rd card from the top of the deck. So as I'm doing the actual tilt move, I'm not going to squirt the cards. I'm actually lifting up so that I could get a break and catch it there, because that's going to facilitate the monkey on top move, which is as follows. I'm going to take this card and turn it to a face-up position. And now in turning that card to a face-up position, I'm going to push these next 2 cards as one. However, you don't need to be precise here. This isn't one of these Andy Gladwin push-off doubles that ensures to everybody watching that you've spent entirely way too much time alone in your house. You're going to push these 2 cards off roughly as one. And here, I'm going to have contact with my dirty fingers underneath to the card at the face. And my thumb is going to slide this card off. So as I slide this card off, I'm actually going to use this card underneath to lever it to a face-up position, which in turn places that card already between the jokers. Now, this was a variation on a marketed effect called, I believe, Monkey in the Middle, and that required gaff cards, so this is my ungaffed alternative to that. So you would just take this top card, you would push these 2 cards off as one, you would just take this card, flip it face up as you extend that card towards them. So you're out jogging that card. So at speed, the move just looks like that. It doesn't have to be done fast. As a matter of fact, it's better if you do it slow. You're just turning these 2 cards over and showing them that there's a card between the jokers that you've placed before we started. And of course, you could show it to be the 4 of clubs. I would refrain in an effect like this from doing any sort of weird action at the end as a kicker where you go, oh man, watch, look, we'll just try this again right here. Look, we'll just get that card to come. I would refrain, because the effect is that that card was there all the while. The mystery card plot, you could have them sign it. You could have them play around with the time, for example. You could have them write the time on it, which is going to be interesting, because then it's a paradox. Because when did you put that card between it? You put it before, but then they signed the card after, but it's still the one between it. So there's a whole thing. There's a whole thing. So that's the trick. That's the card trick. Monkey on top. One of my favorite moves. Very versatile, as you can see. It's very effective at doing this mystery card plot. I hope you guys perform it. Let me know in the comment section below, what is your favorite type of monkey? All right. And please keep it PG, because I know it's very easy to say certain jokes, right? And go, haha, my favorite monkey is certain monkeys that are, synonymous with the jokes about certain kinds of people. Please, let's grow up. Let's have a modicum of decorum, please, and not make jokes like that in the comment section. Grow up. Be butter. All right, be butter. Man. Oh, boy. I don't know what else. I went to Chipotle. I went to Chipotle recently. I used to have a running gag where I would tell my friends that I hated Chipotle, which is ridiculous, because how can anybody? It's literally the chicken, steak. There's nothing there that's hateable, and you're the one making the decisions when it comes to what they put on the bowl. However, it wasn't the Chipotle that I had an issue with. It was the customers at Chipotle, because there are certain types of people that go to restaurants like this. For example, you have me, the pedestrian and citizen of the fucking century, where I'll go respectfully. I'll stand back. I'm not going to touch on the glass. I'm going to say clearly, Please give me the chicken. Please give me the cheese, the corn, the guac. I pay for the guac extra. Okay, that's with the Academy dollars. So thank you for that, members of the Academy. You're paying for the guac, but I respectfully do that. Then you have the guys that try to cut in the line, which is what I experienced at Chipotle. And this guy's out here going over. His neck is going over the glass and pointing at things behind it. And then he's tapping on the glass. And then he's also saying to the person to put extra. Extra costs more, buddy. You can't just say, oh, hey, put extra, and then not expect to get charged, which is what this guy was saying. He goes, could you put a little bit more chicken? No, you can't put a little bit more chicken because that goes against the training. That goes against the profit margins. You inconsiderate fuck. That's not the way it works. So he was doing all that, and then he almost skipped me, but the lady told him, excuse me, that guy's in front of you. So then he goes, it's a nightmare. People are nightmares this day and age. So I hate it. I hate people. And be better. Be a better individual. Don't be that guy at Chipotle. That's the point of this ramble at the end here. Hit the whoa, right? There you go. That's one that was popular, right? There you go.